Hello my friends, this is your brother Indoor Hampton here today to show you some stretches and exercises you can do if you spend a lot of time sitting down and or in front of a desk. A lot of people are facing this problem right now, whether they're in school or working from home. More people are probably working or studying from home now than ever. And the benefit of that is, yes, we can do all this stuff from home. And the downside of that is we do all this from home and we don't get out as much and don't move as much as we used to. So first of all, whether you're working or studying, one of the best things you can do is set a timer on your phone, anywhere from 15 minutes to an hour, more if you want to get more stuff done and less if you get stiff easily. About 30 minutes will work for me, about 30 minutes. And just have it going continuously as you work or study. Every time it goes off, you get up, do these stretches, walk around, come back down, reset the timer, and then restart. This way you don't spend too long being immobile and letting the aches and pains set in. Now remember to restart. Restarting is something that's easy to forget, but it's important, so make sure you remember to restart the timer every time you sit back down. Set a note on your desk if needed. Okay, so the first exercise you can try is very simple. You don't need a lot of space for it. Just put your hands on your hips like this. Not on your waist, that's an important distinction. Don't press on the lower back or on the waist, but on your hips, or ideally even a little bit on your glutes, on your butt here, and you just lean back and press your pelvis forward like this. As far back as you feel like you safely can. Hold for a couple of seconds, and come back. An important thing is to lean your neck back too. You don't want to be like this the entire time, that's a different exercise. Just try to push everything forward and lean back gently. It shouldn't hurt. We'll do it 3 times. Like so. Once more. And after you're done with that, put your hands on your hips again right here. And I like to do a little bit of a hula rotation. Counterclockwise at first. 1, 2, and 3. Counterclockwise, and then when I do that, I do clockwise. Just like I'm hula hooping. So that's the first part, just a backwards lean, hula hoop counterclockwise, and hula hoop clockwise. Really, if you know my content, you know I talk about the bridge a lot, and really what this is supposed to be is a standing bridge. So if you can try to put your arms above your head like this and do a standing bridge like this. And yes, of course, you can use the bridge as a substitute for this. The bridge or even upward facing dog from yoga. The reason I'm showing this instead of the bridge is because I feel like I've talked enough about the bridge already, and I recognize that not everyone can do that, whether physically or even environmentally. If you're actually in an office environment, people might look at you kind of strangely if you just lay down and start busting out bridges. Speaking of which, I guess you can also do these sitting down. If you're in an environment where it's not socially acceptable to stand up and suddenly do these, then you might be able to do these sitting down as long as you can do them safely if you want to anchor your feet, or just make sure you don't fall backwards. But you can lean back like so. The form does seem a little bit non-specific, and I'm using a lot of vague terms because I know everyone's office and everyone's setup and everyone's environment is a little bit different. It's less so about the exercises, like I'll explain at the end, and much more so about remembering to get up, remembering to move, stretch your spine a bit, and staying mobile. Speaking of people looking at you strangely, another exercise that I really like is a twist hold. So after you do the previous exercise, have a sit, put your foot up like this, cross over, put your hand like this, put your other hand back here, and just twist gently, and then building up to as hard as you safely can for a few seconds, and come back. Here's how it looks on the other side. In the past, I've recommended holding for up to 30 seconds, but here, if you want, you can just go back and forth, hold for a solid 5 seconds, breathe normally. We'll do 3 on each side. like so. This is an example of an exercise that you can make small adjustments to your liking. For example, if you find that you have some tightness here, you can kind of tuck your chin a little bit. You can get that extra bit of a stretch. And just like with the previous exercise, if you're unable to do this sitting down, you can also try it standing. It's not quite as nice of a stretch, but it still works. So here, and then we do the other side. Nice and simple. And of course, if you can't do either one, you can also do these sitting down. You've probably subconsciously done these or seen other people do them, but you can turn in your chair like this. And then do the other side. And the final exercise I'll talk about for today is just a bar hang. You can do this on a doorway pull-up bar of any sort, or a tree branch, or anything you can hang from. And if you don't have one, I do recommend trying to find one because they are very handy. But if you can hang from the bar like this, just slowly transfer the weight from your legs to your arms. You don't have to come all the way up. You can keep your feet on the ground if you're not strong enough for this. This really isn't a strength feat, it's really more of a stretch. To slowly feel your core, your lower back decompressing. Feel the stretch in your shoulders. And do this for about 30 seconds to 60 seconds. So that's it, just a short video that I hope can help you out. I would not put too much emphasis on the exercises. I would try them out, but there are different things that can work. Like I said at the beginning, really what's important is not so much the exercises, but remembering to do them, remembering to set that timer so you don't end up sitting and staring at the monitor for hours on end. Because I'm a pretty active guy. I like to move around a lot, but when I'm editing videos, I do essentially have a desk job. So remembering to do this, just setting that timer, getting up and moving around every little bit, even just walking around the room, has really been a game changer for me. And let me know in the comments if there's a particular exercise or routine that works really well for you. There's a lot of different content, a lot of different videos about this subject online, so I'm sure people have heard about it before. So if you've tried an exercise and you really like it, please share it with the comment section below. You can help a lot of people. I hope this video can help you. Have a wonderful, beautiful day, my friend.